Hey everybody, it's me, Peter. So, I don't know if you ever noticed, you probably did, but there's actually a reason that I don't wear my glasses while I record. Um, well, there's a couple reasons. So the first one is, have you seen my eyes? Oh my goodness. Because I like looking at my eyes. If I didn't have eyes like this, I would never edit any video. I'd just be like, oh god, my face, just stop. Although, it's a nice mustache. But the other, and probably bigger reason, is when I don't wear my glasses, I cannot see. And this sounds weird, but trust me on this. Like having the screen that faces me with my face, I have this natural tendency to try and make eye contact. And when there's a screen, I can't. If I can see it. So, simple solution, take off my glasses. And then I'm blind. And then I know this little black circle right here is where I should be looking. Okay. So, and everywhere else, but not the screen. Okay, so, VEDA Day 13, I believe. Very exciting. Yesterday I went to TEDx and it was really cool. They talked about being clever in science to find a solution to a problem that hadn't been identified yet, using martial arts to reduce the rate of re-incarceration, I guess, amongst kids when they grow up. There was some slam poetry. There was actually a really, really inspiring video by the first person ever in the history of mankind, that is to say humankind, to swim from Cuba to Key West. I think Key West, or Florida Keys. And I will put a link to that video down below because it's crazy. And it's a TED Talk that they recorded, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago. But everybody should watch it. Because whenever you feel like, oh, I can't do anything, watch this and you'll be like, but now I have no excuse to not try. So yeah, that was really cool. Also, I met a couple of people that were really interesting. One of them started talking to me because she noticed on my name tag, which, yes, I'm still wearing, because I'm ridiculous, has an exclamation point at the end of my name. And she was like, oh, that's funny, why do you do that? And I'm like, because that's how I say my name. It's just, you know, I am very excited about being who I am. Yeah. But then, of course, topic of conversation went to my mustache, and so we talked about my mustache, and it's a very nice mustache. But then, after TED Talk, I was walking home, because I live like about 2 miles away from the place, and I walk everywhere. I was walking home, and this other girl, she saw me, and we were crossing the street, and she comes up to me, and she's like, hey, that's a really nice mustache. You put a lot of work into it? And I was like, yeah, not really. And she's like, okay, cool. Yeah, you look actually a lot like my cousin. You look like a white version of my cousin. And I'm like, oh, well, he sounds like a really handsome guy. And then we all laughed, and it was all grand fun. And then as I was walking home, we talked for a bit, and it was really cool. And I might end up talking to her more. Who knows? She's going into elementary education, and I'm going into kind of education. So yeah, similar paths. I just sometimes wish that I wasn't graduating so soon, because now that I'm out of the Navy, I'm meeting all of these super interesting people that are out here. But I do want to leave, because California and Europe and Spain, oh my god. So I was watching this video earlier today by this guy who is Spanish, and he made a poem, and he read the poem, and oh god, so wonderful. I'm gonna go to Spain, and I'm not gonna leave, because it's an entire country of just people with the most beautiful accent ever. Ugh. But I digress. I don't remember what I was digressing from, though. Oh, mustache and accent and staying out here. Okay. But yeah, so I guess that's it. Yeah, she was really cool. She and I talked about education, and she was from Malaysia, so we talked about education in Malaysia, and using the internet and technology to make education more accessible to people who don't otherwise have access to it, which is my big thing, by the way. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Yeah, it was great. And then later I went to a friend's house, and we played card games, and we all had naughty, naughty confessions, because that's how card games work. Okay, and then, just a heads up, because it's Sunday, and it's still fairly early. It's like 1, I think. So I need to write a paper for my Pacific Studies class, Asia Pacific Studies. It was a super interesting class. Everybody should take it if you're out here. But after that, hopefully, if there's still daylight, I will actually get around to making the video wherein I talk about the internet. I know I keep saying this, but I'm hopeful. what's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to put it off. And by put it off, I mean put the paper off. But, fingers crossed, guys. We can do this. Alright, well, that's enough of me for one day. So I will stop recording, and then I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Stay classy, and I love you. And, yeah, okay.